I can hold the clock. Thank you.
You've done magnificent. Excellent. Proud of yourself.
You guys are doing great. Well done. I'm gonna grab this. Did you get your first one today? Anybody want to wear this?
I was supposed to.
You want me to bring it to you?
So right now we are live at the TD Bank, where solidarity action is going down right now. In solidarity with the water protectors in Standing Rock.
Maybe.
So we're live right now. So we're live right now in Providence, Rhode Island. Seems like some folks have went down the TD Bank in Providence in solidarity with water protectors out in Standing Rock. Seems like the police are here on site, and 4 people locked down right now to the TD Bank. Any of y'all want to say why you're here today?
So we're here to stand with the indigenous peoples at Standing Rock, and to stand with the indigenous peoples at Standing Rock in their fight against the pipeline and their fight for sovereignty and their fight for the respect of our land, of their land.
We're here in front of this TD Bank in particular because TD Bank is complicit with the funding of the North Dakota Access Pipeline, and we want them to quit the funding to the pipeline so that the Native Indigenous folks can regain control over their own land, and so that to stop the construction of that pipeline. So we're holding them accountable to that.
At Standing Rock, there's been active both private and police oppression, and insofar as and as long as the pipeline continues to be built, more people will be continually taken from their land, will be continually hurt, will be continually physically and mentally oppressed by the ongoing construction. So we are here to stand in solidarity with all of those people and push for the end of the Dakota Access Pipeline.
If you're just joining us, this is the 5th TD Bank lockdown in the Northeast. Right now there are 4 folks locked down to this bank, this TD Bank in Providence, Rhode Island, in solidarity with all the water protectors out here. The Army Corps of Engineers has just recently announced that they were going to evict all of the water protectors, about 7,000 to 10,000 people that are standing strong right now as water protectors on the spirit camps alongside the Cannonball River, the Missouri River out in North Dakota. This action is in solidarity with all of those who are on the front lines right now, protecting water, standing up for their sovereign rights, their treaty rights. And if you're just joining us, this lockdown is happening right now in Providence, Rhode Island, where 4 people have chained themselves to the doors of this TD Bank branch. This is the 5th TD Bank lockdown in the Northeast in the last month. Tomorrow is the Global Day of Solidarity actions, going to be taking place all over the world, where folks are going to be taking action, nonviolent direct action, to put pressure on the funders of the pipeline. TD Bank is one of the largest banks lending the line of credit to Dakota Access LLC. So we call on TD Bank to basically divest from the pipeline, to withdraw the line of credit. If you're just tuning in, please consider sharing this video, spreading the word. Right now there are 4 people who have locked down to this TD Bank location in Providence, Rhode Island. It's occupied Narragansett, Mashapal's land, where TD Bank seems to be locked down right now. The fire department is on their way. There's some police on site. Still 4 people locking down this TD Bank because TD Bank is one of the largest funders of the Dakota Access Pipeline, and the line of credit is supposed to be contingent on them getting all their permits, which the Army Corps of Engineers has not granted the final permit to drill and put the Dakota Access Pipeline under the Missouri River. just tuning in, this is in Providence, Rhode Island on occupied Massapequa land, where 4 people have locked down this TD Bank branch. In solidarity with water protectors and land defenders, the Hung Papa Lakota, the people of Standing Rock, whose treaty rights are being violated by the Dakota Access Pipeline.
TD Bank, you can't hide, divest now from genocide. TD Bank, you can't hide, divest now from genocide. TD Bank, you can't hide, divest now from genocide. TD Bank, you can't hide, divest now from genocide. TD Bank,
Joining us right now, there's 4 people locked down to our TD Bank location in Providence, Rhode Island.
TD Bank, you can't hide, divest now from genocide. TD Bank, you can't hide, divest now from
TD Bank is one of the largest financial funders of the Dakota Access Pipeline.
You can't hide, divest now from genocide. TD Bank, you can't hide, divest now from genocide. TD Bank, you can't hide, divest now from genocide. TD Bank, you can't hide, divest now from genocide. TD Bank, you can't hide, divest now from genocide.
On the other side, please. Thank you. So the police are asking everyone to move to the other side of the street. Thank you, whoever's sharing the video. The police are asking folks to clear the area around the bank, but there are still 4 people right now who are locked down to the front doors of the bank in solidarity with the water protectors and everyone out in Standing Rock right now. We're on the front lines, protecting water, standing up for treaty rights. A lot of fire and police on site right now. They're going to begin extracting and removing the 4 people who are locked down to the bank of the TD, to the doors of the TD Bank. TD Bank is the largest financial, one of the largest investors of the Dakota Access Pipeline. They're part of the massive loan to build the $4 billion pipeline. If you're just joining us, thank you so much. We're here right now at the TD Bank in Providence, Rhode Island, occupied Massapequa land, where 4 people are locked down to the doors of the TD Bank. TD Bank is one of the largest banks involved in the line of credit to Dakota Access. It's a $4 billion crack oil pipeline that is illegally crossing sovereign treaty territory of the Dakota, Standing Rock, North Dakota. Right now there are almost 10,000 water protectors who are at the spirit camps right next to the pipeline construction. Folks on the front line have been facing extreme force and harassment from state local and private security forces. Right now, the folks here are locked down in solidarity with everyone on the front lines who's standing up for water rights, treaty rights, and sovereignty. So the fire department has used some tarps to cover people up so that we cannot see what's going on inside there. The police are putting up tape right now and excluding people from the site. So if you're just tuned in, there are 4 people who are locked right now to the doors of the TD Bank branch in Providence, Rhode Island. TD Bank is one of the largest banks involved in the line of credit to the Dakota Access Pipeline. Folks are here locked down, shutting down this branch in solidarity with water protectors on the front lines in Standing Rock, and to call on TD Bank and TD Securities to divest their share of the loan to withhold the money. The money is contingent on permits being issued. These permits to go under the Missouri River have not been issued. Lake Oahe, these permits have not been issued. So right now we're in Providence, Rhode Island, occupied Mashapaugna-Hagansett land, where 4 people have locked down to the bank branch, the TD Bank branch on Westminster Street. If you're around and watching this, please come out and support the folks who are putting their bodies on the line in solidarity with water protectors in Standing Rock. We call on TD Bank to divest from the Dakota Access Pipeline, which is illegally crossing sovereign treaty lands of the Lakota, Nakota, Dakota in North Dakota. Oh, you can see sparks flying right now. They appear to be cutting something, metal, but we can't see what's going on. If you have money, your own personal account in TD Bank, in Citibank, Wells Fargo, Deutsche Bank, close your account. Let them know why you're closing your account. TD Bank and the rest of these banks are invested in an ongoing genocide against indigenous peoples on this continent. Thank you for sharing, thank you for watching, bearing witness. There are 4 people behind the blue tarp right now at the doors of the TD Bank branch that are locked down in a non-violent direct action. Put pressure on TD to divest from the Dakota Access Pipeline and to show solidarity with water protectors in Standing Rock right now who are on the front lines bearing the brunt of state-sanctioned colonial violence on behalf of Energy Transfer Partners and the rest of the oil companies building the Dakota Access Pipeline. nonviolent direct action right now. So I'm just trying to find a good spot to see what's going on. There are 4 people locked down right now to the front doors of this TD Bank. This branch in Providence, Rhode Island, in solidarity with water protectors and everyone who is standing up to the Dakota Access Pipeline in Standing Rock. If you're just joining us, there are 4 people locked down to the doors of this TD Bank in solidarity with water protection. Can't really see anything from that angle, so I'm going to go back. But if you're just joining us, this is the scene of a lockdown right now. TD Bank is one of the largest financial lenders to the Dakota Access Pipeline. We call on TD Bank to cancel their line of credit to Dakota Access to acknowledge that the permits have not been met to drill under the river on sovereign treaty territory of the Dakota people. So right now the police are not letting anybody close to the bank. There are 4 people locked to the doors of the bank behind that park. TD Bank is invested in the Dakota Access Pipeline. Thank you to everyone who's watching and sharing the videos. Nonviolent direct action is being done in solidarity with the water protectors out in Standing Rock right now, and with everybody fighting for the rights of indigenous people, sovereignty rights, treaty rights, for the protection of water. The loud noise that you might be hearing is actually coming from the fire truck. They're like, I've been using compressed air to remove the people who are locked down. There's about a dozen emergency services personnel behind the tarp, removing the people who are locked to the doors. Keep sharing the video, let people know that, folks all over the continent, all over the world are taking direct action to put pressure on the banks who are funding and financing this Dakota Access project. Tomorrow is the Global Day of Solidarity Action, and December is a month of action for allies, protectors across the world to show solidarity, to be in solidarity with the water protectors who are on the front lines every day, putting their bodies, putting their lives on the line in the face of colonial violence from the police, from the sheriff of Morton County, from sheriffs all over the Midwest, the National Guard, and private security forces hired by Dakota Access. If you're just joining us, there are 4 people right now who are locked to the doors of this bank, TD Bank. TD Bank is one of the largest funders of the Dakota Access Pipeline. This is in Providence, Rhode Island, occupied Massapequa land. For joining us, thank you. Keep sharing. Let people know that this fight is not only happening in North Dakota, but the companies who are benefiting from the pipeline exist all over the world. TD Bank built themselves as America's most convenient bank. So, as folks standing in solidarity with the water protectors in Standing Rock, this is a nonviolent inconvenience for TD Bank because of their shameful investment in a genocidal infrastructure project, the Dakota Access Pipeline. Yes, if you have your money in TD Bank, if you have your money in Citigroup, if you have your money in Wells Fargo, Deutsche Bank, there are a number of banks that are invested in lending money to the pipeline. Pull your money out, move it to a credit union, and if you can spare whatever piece of that money you're taking out of the bank, please send it right now to the Standing Rock, any of the camps, to the medic council that is constantly treating people in sub-freezing temperatures as they deal with colonial forces of the state, the sheriff, National Guard, and private security. The governor of North Dakota has called for an immediate removal, evacuation of the camps, where about 10,000 people right now are right alongside the pipeline route on sacred land, on treaty land that is sovereign territory of the Dakota peoples. Dakota Access Pipeline is illegally crossing treaty land and crossing under the Missouri River, which has already been dammed by the Army Corps of Engineers back in the 60s, and yet the Army Corps of Engineers has just this week revoked the permit essentially for the land that the water protectors have been camping out on. Some of the land where the main Osheti-Sakowin camp has been. So there's still 4 people locked down right now to the doors. TD Bank personnel inside. Yes, if you're on here, please share the video. Let folks know what's going on. Let TD Bank know that it's not okay to finance genocidal infrastructure projects like the Dakota Access Pipeline. So you may be hearing the engine of the large fire engine right here. It's pretty loud. Parked right up alongside the TD Bank branch. Again, this is in Providence, Rhode Island, on occupied Massapog, Nahagantut land. Therefore, people locked down to the doors of the TD Bank in nonviolent direct action because TD Bank is one of the largest funders of the Dakota Access Pipeline. Dakota Access Pipeline is an illegal fracked oil pipeline crossing treaty territory that was guaranteed for the Lakota, Nakota, Dakota people in an international treaty between those nations and the United States in 1851. So the four people who are locked down are showing a solidarity for indigenous rights, for treaty rights, and to stop the pipeline, Dakota Access Pipeline. The TD Bank is one of the largest investors in. Call TD Bank. Let them know to cancel their line of credit, call TD Securities, call the White House, let them know to stop the Army Corps of Engineers from evicting the water protectors, to revoke actually don't even issue the permit. Right now, the companies, Dakota Access, which is made up by Energy Transfer Partners, Phillips 66, Sunoco, they have a drill rig set up to go under the Missouri River, which they don't have the permits for. December is a month of action. Starting tomorrow, December 1st, is a global day of action and solidarity. So right now, four people are locked down to the front doors of this TD Bank in Providence, Rhode Island, to send a clear message to TD Bank that it's not okay to fund infrastructure projects like Dakota Access, and also to show solidarity to all the water protectors on the front lines, indigenous people who are putting their bodies, their lives on the line every day. At Standing Rock in North Dakota, water is life, no DAPL.
Because I was just like down there for like an hour. Yeah, this wasn't happening.
No DAPL, water is life. Tomorrow's the global day of solidarity action. To put pressure on the institutions who are profiting off of the Dakota Access Pipeline, the oil companies, financial institutions, Army Corps of Engineers, the U.S. government, state of North Dakota, Morton County are all complicit and actively participating in the ongoing genocide that involves the destruction, desecration of sacred land, the burial sites, drilling under the sacred river, the Missouri River. One water protector has just been removed and arrested.
Excellent job, Justin. Great job.
Back away. Back up.
So one person has just been removed from the doors where they were locked down to the front doors of the TD Bank in solidarity with water protectors standing up to the Dakota Access Pipeline in North Dakota. There's still 3 people people getting to the doors of the TD Bank. This bank branch is completely locked down. If you're just joining us, please consider sharing the video. Consider supporting the camp financially if you can. December 4th is when thousands of veterans will be deploying, self-deployed to put their bodies in front of the police non-violently. There are thousands of people right now on the front lines in Standing Rock of the camp, under threat of eviction, under daily harassment from state and private security forces. So this lockdown in Providence is in solidarity with everyone out there on the front line. Just tuning in, we're in downtown Providence, Rhode Island, the occupied Massachusetts land, where 4 people locked themselves to the front doors of the TD Bank in solidarity with water protectors who are on the front lines in Standing Rock right now on Dakota Treaty Territory to block construction of the Dakota Access Pipeline, which is illegally being routed through sovereign treaty territory without direct consultation from the tribes, without permission from the tribes on their land, going through sacred sites, burial sites which have been desecrated in the construction of the pipeline. Tomorrow is the Global Day of Solidarity Action to put pressure on all the institutions profiting from the Dakota Access Pipeline. We're just in the process of arresting another protector who was locked down to
I know about it. It's disgusting. I got this.
There are 4 people who are locked down to the bank doors. This is a completely non-violent direct action. So far, we don't have any evidence or sign that anyone has been injured. It's a non-violent direct action in Providence, occupied Massachusetts land. Everyone who's sharing the video, you can see the forest right now. see what's happening at all behind this blue tarp in front of the TD Bank branch in Providence, where two people are still locked to the doors of the TD Bank in solidarity with the indigenous water protectors on the front lines in Standing Rock. Hundreds of tribal nations coming to their rights as sovereign nations within the United States. TD Bank is one of the largest funders of the Dakota Access Pipeline. Stands to profit from a loan made to Dakota Access LLC to make the pipeline get built. They're removing another.
You did fantastic, Ash! Go, Ash! Yeah! Fantastic!
This is in downtown Providence right now, Providence, Rhode Island, occupied Massapequa, Narragansett territory, where the TD Bank branch has been shut down for about an hour now as poor people have locked themselves together to the front doors. So if you're just joining us, thank you. Right now we're in downtown Providence, Rhode Island. TD Bank is one of the largest funders of Dakota Access LLC, company that's building the Dakota Access Pipeline. There are people from all over the world watching this feed right now. There are people from all over the world at the camps right now, the Oseti Sakowin camp, all the camps of the Dakota Access construction site on treaty land, treaty territory. Watching this, please share what's going on. Please talk to people you know about what's going on in North Dakota. If you can, contribute money to the camps, to their winterization fund, to their legal costs, to the medic collective who have been treating people in freezing temperatures in the winter in North Dakota, and for the extreme level of violence and repression that security forces have been using on water protectors in North Dakota. Tomorrow is the Global Day of Solidarity Actions, which will be the kickoff to a month of solidarity, a month of action with the indigenous water protectors, everyone on the front lines in Standing Rock, for blocking construction of the Dakota Access Pipeline. The fifth TD Bank lockdown in the Northeast in the last month. There have been multiple TD Bank lockdowns, including the one at their headquarters in Toronto a few weeks ago. If you have an account with TD Bank, please move your money to. Please take your money out of TD Bank and move it to a credit union. There are multiple banks involved in the Dakota Access Pipeline, and you can find a list of those banks online. you're just joining us, this is a TD Bank branch in downtown Providence, Rhode Island, on occupied Massapequa-Narragansett land, where 4 people have locked themselves to the doors of this TD Bank to protest the Dakota Access Pipeline and TD Bank's involvement. You can see sparks flying up against their door right now from some kind of circular grinder or saw being used to cut woodlock. I think what people lock themselves to the doors of the bank because the bank is funding
They said they killed somebody in here.
No. It's completely not that.
Nobody what?
So TD Bank is one of the biggest funders of the Dakota Access Pipeline.
So they get the boosting up there for what?
The 2 people come out here, I guess, and see what's going on. I don't know. It looks like they're removing one of the protectors. It appears that there's one person who's still locked down in there. So it's hard to see. It looks like everyone has been removed. Again, this is at the TD Bank in Providence, Rhode Island, on occupied Massapequa-Narragansett land in solidarity with the water protectors at Standing Rock, and to demand that TD Bank, TD Securities divest from the Dakota Access Pipeline. If you're watching this, thank you so much. Continue sharing the word. December is the month of action, and tomorrow, December 1st, kicks off the month of action around the globe. So send money to the camps if you can. Go to the camps, send supplies. Please try to go before December 4th because the camps have been ordered to. Basically, they had their permits revoked starting December 5th to be there. All of that is happening on sovereign treaty territory of the Lakota, and Dakota nations. So, continue doing what you can do. Take action in the community. Say prayers for the water protectors. Just move your money out of TD Bank. Send funds and supplies to the camp. And that appears to be one of the locks that protectors use to lock the doors of the TD Bank, which can be reopened. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for